What's going on, Assassins? It's Dark Shard of the YouTube Assassin. And tomorrow, as you know, we're getting our title update 1.32. And I am so glad that I showed you guys this fishing spot and all brand new ways to do it. There's a lot going on. You'll see what I'm talking about. So first of all, this patch is going to be delivered around 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. That's going to be about 16 hours from now, 15 hours from now. And the patch sizes, they're pretty big. Xbox Series X and S, it's about 24.09 GB. Xbox One, 19.4. PlayStation 5, 8.54. PS4, 10.84. And on PC, 20.42 GB. Now, it's supposed to add the Discovery Tour Viking Age. It's supposed to add Google Stadia graphic mode so that, I guess, whoever, all 5 people who own the Google Stadia are able to put it in a mode that will allow them to play it, I guess. I don't know. That's just weird. The bunch of things that they're going to do, they're going to have post-launch skill nodes that are going to have the proper impact on Eivor's stats. Don't know what that means. Don't know if that means you're going to get stronger or weaker. I honestly don't know. I mean, the game is pretty easy as is. So if they increase the stats, it's just kind of ridiculous. They're doing stuff with the territory. Place the difficulty settings first in the gameplay section. Updated descriptions for exploration difficulty. Corrected aim assist parameters. I guess that's kind of part of what's going on, why we keep aiming at something and then you all of a sudden aim at the ground. They're going to add cycling of filters for entries based on expansions, add a visual overlay. And then as far as game improvements, this is where things get really messed up. Siege of Paris, Toka being unresponsive during the Warlord mission, Richardus remaining stuck if the horse is placed at the cave entrance. Then we look at Wrath of the Druids, unable to collect prison key during courting the kings. Eivor could summon mounts during the fight with Fenrir. You couldn't damage enemies in the Hidden Justice World event. Avenge quests could spawn in unreachable locations or enemies that aren't hostile. Now, that I've had happen to me where, like, I get something, it's in a wall or whatnot. Unable to break a door to free Godwin. Unable to move shelf to pick up one of the tiers up in Asgard. Let's see. On PC, the Fenrir best fight didn't even start if the world details are set on load on GPU. Now, River Raids and Mastery Challenges. No points being awarded if the NPCs knock themselves out in the Trial of the Wolf, the Wenloken Trial of the Wolf. Let's see, the game could become unresponsive if Eivor dies during the River Raid exit screen. Cargo capacity locked at 200. The quest prompt for the Sword of St. George after it was already completed, still there. Missing exploration area for clue objective. No fog of war on the River Rhine. Jum's Vikingers didn't assist Eivor in opening doors at some River Raid locations. Doors and chests, so... I mean, that's something that they fixed 3 times already, didn't they? Having the Vikings help you out. Max foreign supplies are set to 1-1 after completing the main quest line. Eivor shaking after arriving at River Raid docks. That's really not going to bother me so much. As far as audio and stuff like that, numerous graphic lighting issues, animation issues, menu narration issues. World instances where Eivor NPCs of the longship will get stuck. Instances of misplaced or floating objects or textures. Scather and I were just talking about how we still have all kinds of doors floating around above the sea. So maybe they're fixing that stuff. Now, as far as gameplay, this is where I'm getting scared, okay? The percussion arrow could interrupt Ciara's special attacks. In Siege of Paris, this is big. The Frankian merchants sold the same tattoo patterns that were already purchased. And then the other thing is that players could buy extra resources by going to different merchants across Francia. So they're fixing that. Right now what you're seeing is me purchasing a bunch of different scrolls there. And the thing is that you didn't just buy scrolls. You could go all around to all 5 merchants and purchase all the materials as well. So one of the things you might want to do is get on that. If you were like me, as I suggested, and you saved a lot of your materials from Wrath of the Druids for a rainy day, you should be able to go in, get all these things, get as much silver as possible, and possibly even level yourself up so that that way you can go back and do all that stuff all over again. The rainy day is today. What they have done, what this is saying, is that tomorrow, after the update, you will no longer be able to level up, collect a scroll and whatever material from the merchant in Ireland or in England, and then travel to Francia. You'd be able to go over to Francia, collect 5 brand new scrolls of knowledge there, because one from every single vendor there. They're not linked with each other, and they're not linked with England, Finland, Ireland, or Norway. Okay? You'd be able to collect 5 more scrolls of knowledge and 5 more sets of 200 leather, 200 the ore, another 5 each of the titanium. So that's what's going on there. They're fixing that. So you only have until tomorrow to do that. What you may want to do is either stop the patch from happening so that way, you can still run around and do those things. If not, you're going to have some problems. You're going to have to do this just the old-fashioned way, where you're going to have to level up, collect a scroll from anywhere, and then go back to leveling up again and collecting the scroll from anywhere, or even materials. So that's going to really slow us down. So my suggestion to you, if you have the time, if you have the ability, spend a lot of it just farm a bunch of silver at that fish farm that I showed you, and then go on and farm a bunch of the materials and the scrolls and whatnot. Otherwise, again, you're going to slow down. Now, other things that are going on, numerous issues with the spinning harpoon ability, switching the whistle to down D-pad, and quick action wheel. I guess they're going to make it so that way it's the same thing as all the other Assassin's Creed games. Precision axe throw didn't destroy enemies' weak points. Exploration option changes from custom to Pathfinder. Dismounting any mount in the water made Eivor look as if they fell from high grounds. And then there's a bunch of HUD issues. Infinite loading on saves, completing the Sage of Paris. And I guess on Xbox Series S and X and Xbox One, not recognizing both gamepad and mouse keyboard. And then, of course, they're claiming performance and stability improvements and addressing issues where the game could freeze when changing the combat difficulty. So it doesn't say anything about any of the other issues that we have, namely like certain areas and quests, missions that won't load correctly or are not working. I know a bunch of you are telling me that the Milk of Human Kindness quest, that is still not working, even though they claim that it was addressed before. Some people are still saying that the end quests are not working. That is another issue. I don't understand why they're not working that out. Again, they might surprise us. We might see something totally different here, but it looks mostly as if it's going to be a fix for everything that benefits us as usual. Every time something has ever benefited the players, they always remove it. They always work that out. They don't want you advancing that quickly. Not that grabbing all those scrolls of knowledge really makes a difference. Not that upgrading all your gear really makes a difference. With leather and iron, those materials, we still don't see a lot of improvement and whatnot. And as far as the skill points and whatnot, the masteries, you don't see a lot of improvement there either. So I don't know what they're trying to accomplish here. It's just very weird. It's very strange, but we'll see what happens. Again, maybe we'll see some fixes. I know the other part of this is definitely going to be the Discovery Tour, but I already told you guys that last week that was a hunch that I had, and obviously that hunch has come true. Definitely, they're adding Discovery Tour. They're working that out so that on the 19th, when it's officially released, it's there already. But other than that, there are a bunch of fixes that are going on, allegedly. We'll see what happens. Usually they break a bunch of stuff, when they go to fix one thing, and it's really weird that they do it that way. This is the same team that brought us Origins, and I don't know why that doesn't work the way it did. I would definitely go and do a lot of fishing. I would definitely save a lot of silver from said fishing or turning in materials at the Ireland shops, so that way you get a lot of money in XP. I personally have a feeling, being that it's the Origins team, that they're going to try to sneak in some fast ones, like reducing the amount that you get for silver for the fish and reducing what you get as far as the trade post goes, because they did that in Origins. When Assassin's Creed Origins first came out, there was skin farming. You would go to lion locations, leopard locations, whatever, and you would take out a whole group of them, these animals, and then once you took out the group of animals, you would take the skins, you would turn it in, you would get, you go to an item shop, you would get paid for them. And they started reducing the prices, and they thought we wouldn't notice, but we definitely noticed. So I'm just letting you guys know right now, every time I see stuff like this, I kind of tend to not trust them. They really do sneak those in. So, like I said, get to it now, so that way you're not shocked in the morning. That's all there is to this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one. And we're definitely ending this on a ya yeet.
Ya yeet!